My name's Peter Hurley. I'm a professional photographer. That kind of stuff. And you just feel it a little bit. It changes the shot completely. Hold that. Everybody knows what they don't like about themselves. Hold that. Nose that way. Hold that. By the way, when you make it and you're walking in on the red carpet, just make sure you walk that way. If you have to walk that way, you're screwed. You gotta watch the You're not laughing at my fucking jokes. There you go. I just yell at them. You understand what freeze means? Freeze would mean don't move any portion of your body whatsoever. Hold that, hold that, hold that. Right now we're on my roof in New York City, as you can see. And today I've been shooting headshots. Had a returning client, 2 new clients. And that's pretty standard for a day for me is 2 or 3 people. I'm a headshot photographer, and that's what I've been known for. I built my whole business around that. And I've been doing headshots since 2002. So now it's been 8 years. It's incredible. I have studios on both coasts. I have one in LA and one here in New York, so I travel between the two. And it's been a great business for me. And it's allowed me to start to venture into other things, and I'm loving that too. Cross your arms in front of me. There, hold that. Hold that, freeze. Nose that way for me. Tilt the head this way. I'm not gonna kill you, don't worry. Just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. The best part of the beginning of the session is that people get good shots without knowing that they're getting good shots.
My name's Andrew Lipson. I am an aspiring actor. You know, the last thing they want is for somebody to come into their, into the office with, a photo that looks nothing like you. He never tells you to smile, just the way he just kind of shoots the breeze with you, you crack a smile, and so people look natural, in front of the camera with him, along with the way he has the backdrop, the lighting. You always notice people's eyes, I feel like, with his photographs as well.
Which side's your side? Do you remember?
This one's a little better.
You get paid for that side more than that side? This is really good direction. Look down and come back up with anything on your face.
I had an idea of what I should be in front of the camera, or what Peter might have wanted, when in fact, if you're just yourself, that's the best way to go about it, because it's the most natural and that's what's going to look good. I think if you can kind of laugh at yourself and laugh at, all right, that's a goofy shot, then you're better off, because you're not thinking about it. You just change it up the look, and you'll get something good.
I was modeling and I was working as a model, so I picked up a camera because the photographer told me to. No idea why. To this day I thank him. His name's Bruce Weber. So Bruce and I became friends. I had shot with him a bunch as a model, and I was with him in Spain, and he was like, why don't you have a camera? And I had just met my girlfriend recently, and we were traveling around Europe modeling, and ended up going back to Madrid and buying my first camera, which was a Mamiya 645. I had seen these photographers shooting these bigger cameras, and I was like, if I'm gonna get into it, I want to get something really cool.
My name is Paul Clausen, and I'm with Hasselblad USA. Peter and I have met a number of years ago. From time to time, I loan him some equipment. He gets to play with some of the latest, greatest toys. Today it's been the 50 megapixel. Now that's a lens. That is a 120 macro. Great portrait lens, extremely sharp. What I loaned Peter was an H3D 250 megapixel. So this is actually 4th generation camera. And at the time, the highest resolution that we offer. You can shoot tethered to a computer, and we have our own software called Focus. In Peter's case, he's brought a MacBook Pro with him. But what Peter likes to do is actually see, the images appear in the software. So as he's shooting, he can actually preview the images and make adjustments. So I think for his workflow and his style of shooting, he likes to be able to see the images as he's capturing.
I edit as I go. I don't let a lot of photographers will shoot the whole thing and then give them every image. I shoot it and I edit as I go, so no bad images are going out of my studio that I don't like or I don't approve. They go up on a proofing website right when I'm done, and the client goes in with a username and password and looks at their photos. And then they go work with my retoucher and printer. Guys, ColorWorks in New York are awesome. If you're shooting actors headshots, go to colorworksnyc.com and it'll be great. I believe that if that shot, I'm going to delete this shot, but if it went out on the streets in New York, it would be better than 99% of the shots that the casting directors see. but I'm this picky. The minute that a headshot client sees an amazing picture on the screen that they know they'd love to use and be thrilled with, they go back in front of the camera and nail it even better than that. They just relax. It's like the best move you could do. Be willing to send out something like that to get that roll.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
There, you're where I need you. You're there without knowing that you're there, which is good. Which just means I can mold you, so get in there. Showing somebody the back of a camera is nowhere near the same thing. Nowhere near it. Everybody looks great this big. I use Kino Flows. They're fluorescents. I use two 2-foot bangs and 2 4-foot bangs. I'm very particular about the way the lighting hits the face. Some people probably wouldn't notice, but there's something about the skin tone, the way the light fills the texture of the skin and hits it. It's just different. It's a different feel. It's like if you look at Peter Lindbergh, he shoots with HMIs. That's my next move. I'm going HMIs, guys. HMIs are awesome. That's like Kino Flows to the next level. So I'm gonna go HMIs next, but the problem is one head's 10 grand. But with these lights, the way the light hits the skin, I don't know how to explain. It's just a look and aesthetic that I like. It's the softness of it that's closer to daylight than strobe. And I just was never happy with the strobe going off while I was shooting headshots because it disrupts my my banter. I used to shoot, and anybody watching this, if you guys don't have the money to buy Kino Flows, I used to shoot with a window to my back with diffusion cloth over it with direct sunlight through it to create the same kind of feel of natural light. So I would shoot with this diffusion cloth over the window, give me a nice soft light. It was gorgeous. In black and white, it didn't matter what time of day it was, you got the same color tone. When it went to color, it became more difficult because you had to use you had to start to play with the color balance on it, but I would still be able to do it. There's 3 things on our face that we're changing: mouth, eyes, and eyebrows. Most headshots look like this. They do. That's the reason why I'm successful, because I'm working with expression to make people do stuff. If a headshot looks blank, I don't care if it's even a gorgeous girl that looks pretty, not going to take your career any further. They have to look interesting. And to make them look interesting, you have to create an atmosphere that they can play in. So that's why I do playful things and throw out different ideas. And I'm always thinking about it, and I'm always writing down stuff that I say and things that I know work. And I have like a backlog of things in my brain that I don't even know exist until a moment strikes me, and then I throw it out. It happened today. There's a bunch of stuff that I wasn't thinking about, and then I started throwing things out, and this girl was like, well, what are you holding back on me? Throw more out. I was like, I don't know. It just comes to me because I've been doing it so long. I happen to be a headshot photographer, but I can do other things, and now is the time in my career. I picked up a camera 10 years ago, and now it's time to rock and roll. I just did the biggest job of my life last week in Hawaii. I went to Hawaii unfortunately, it was only 4 days. I was ready to stay. But I got hired to shoot the cast and crew of Lost for an exhibition that's going up on the Upper East Side in Manhattan in a foundation. And it was awesome. But it was a major step for my career, and it's the direction I want to go. It's definitely the direction I want to go. I came back to New York and I shot an author who I've shot in the past, who's the biggest author that I've ever shot. So I had a great, incredible week, and it just feels like my career's taken a turn. And the headshots are my bread and butter, and I love shooting actors. I absolutely love it. But it is something that I want to be able to step away from as well. Guys, I had Miss Universe in here, and she was sitting, we were editing, and she turns to her husband and she goes, I can't stand my face. I mean, if Miss Universe is saying this, how do you think all the mortals feel?